Hi guys, I'm about to edit the video that you are about to watch. I feel like when I recorded it, I was on that little camping trip that I ended up going home from early that you might have seen in my last video, and it's really hard to convey, I think that's the right word, all of my feelings and everything that I'm going through right now, because in all honesty, I have like a breakdown, or I've been having a breakdown almost every day for the last 2.5 months. Like there's not a day where I don't like cry, and obviously I don't record or film in those moments, so I just feel like the video that I recorded to explain to you guys like what I'm going through and stuff, I'm not like conveying my feelings as much as I wish I was able to in that video. But yeah, I'm trying my best to like explain it, I guess. So I think I'm just gonna let that roll and maybe cut in now and again to just like tell you guys a little bit more in detail like what I'm going through and whatnot. This is Jeremy when he was a baby in the background. His dad painted that. I'm in his office to edit, so yeah, that's why that's there. Yeah, I was almost not going to edit at all today and not put out a video because I'm getting my first MRI today, and I'm just like really worried and nervous and scared about the whole process of it, especially the dye injection that they're gonna put in me. So yeah, I wasn't gonna put out a video because I'm just like really having a hard day, but yeah, here we are, and I decided I'm just gonna do it. So we're gonna let it roll. Hey everyone, I'm currently at Zeklaving, which is where I'm making a couple of videos, and I wanted to make a quick one about a health update because, as you guys know already, this last couple of months, I'll say, has been really hard on me. For starters, as most of you guys already know, my dad passed away at the beginning of May, and I also ended up getting some not so great news not long after that. Where to begin? A few years ago, by a few I mean over 4, my grandmother was diagnosed with cancer, and during that journey, I suppose, she got tested for a genetic mutation called BRCA2, which is the breast cancer 2 gene, and she came back positive for that. And so me being related to her, I was able to also check if I had that genetic mutation, because if I did have it, it put my chances of breast cancer up to 50 to 80%, and then for ovarian cancer it put them up to, like, I don't even know for that one, but it's pretty high as well. I did get tested. I think I got tested when I was 23, and that's when I found out that I was also positive. But how everything works is that you cannot get anything done, like there's no screening or tests until you're 25. So from the time I was 23 to 25, I said, like, I just kind of like pushed it into the back of my mind. It was kind of on the back burner because there was nothing I can do about it, and I didn't want to stress for nothing. Now, I turned 25 last year in December, and so I had to start having like follow-ups with a specialist regarding the genetic mutation. And basically, okay, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. When I first found out that I was positive, I went to the oncology part of the hospital, and that's where I saw somebody, like a specialist, who explained like my options to me, but they didn't seem like as intense. I did cry about it, but it didn't hit me because I felt like I saw time before I had to deal with it. Now I went to see like a breast specialist, because basically what happens is that you get your ovaries taken out at about 40 years old to reduce the chance of ovarian cancer, obviously, and then the breast cancer part, well, that can be taken care of way sooner. So I went to a breast clinic, a breast specialist, and she started to look at my options with me and explain my options to me, and it really hit me harder than I thought it was going to. I left there crying a lot because they kind of insist that you do a bilateral mastectomy, which means remove both breasts as soon as possible. You have a choice between doing it before kids or after kids. If you do it before, there's no breastfeeding, and you also have to do a lot of touch-ups because of how your body changes throughout pregnancy. And so yeah, you can do it before or after, and then once you do the breast reconstruction, you can get implants, or you can just go flat, or you can actually take fat from your stomach or your legs and just transfer it to reconstruct the breasts. And If anyone knows me here like well in my actual day-to-day life, they would know that I hate anything that's like medical. Like I'm not great with needles, I'm not great with surgery, I'm not great with any of that. So yeah, that kind of like hit me really hard. There's also like the chance of me getting this cancer before I even have kids. Like that is always a chance, since the chances are so high. And I wouldn't do IVF. That's a decision I made. So I just kind of feel like it's like a ticking time bomb. Like if I really want kids, I need to do it as soon as possible before this thing inside of me just decides to explode, you know? So it's been very, very, very stressful on me. It's been a lot of pressure, a lot of decisions for me to make. And with my dad passing away, it's just not been easy. There's just a lot of responsibilities right now, a lot of decisions to make, and a lot of pressure. So I have not been in the best place emotionally lately, and that is kind of why I decided to take this little trip by myself, go into nature, because as I always say, nature is the most healing place to be and the most healing thing out there. And so yeah, I'm not going to go further into detail about what I plan to do, what procedures I'm going to do, or like what my plan is. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because it is a big part of my life, and I might talk about it a little bit more on my channel here and there, so just so that people are like aware of what's going on. And it also just helps, of course, to talk about it in general. So that's kind of like what's been going on with my health. And now I'm trying the biggest thing I'm trying to do right now, because there's not much in my control until after I have kids, is to make my body inhospitable for cancer. And I know like if there's any doctors watching, they're gonna say that's BS, but I feel like until you have something inside you that feels like it's a ticking time bomb, then you won't understand why people will look for hope anywhere that they can. And so yeah, that is something I'm trying to do, is just make my body inhospitable for cancer. By number one, no more sugar, and number two, the thing that these are the two biggest things I'm doing, is the sugar, and then also removing any products in my house that are known carcinogens. Is that the word? Because well, it's pretty self-explanatory. They cause cancer, and I want to reduce my chances as much as possible. So yeah, looking at diet, looking at the things I'm putting in my body and in my house. Those things also impact the endocrine system. I'm still working on that, on rebalancing my hormones. So yeah, I think that's about it for my health update. Just healing and taking it one day at a time right now. So that's all for now. I will see you guys in a new video soon, next week on Sunday, as per usual. And my to-do list is actually clearing up slowly but surely. So I'm hoping to get back to 2 videos a week really soon. I will see you all soon. Bye guys.